deadheading the flowers. It only makes more flowers. It's something you should really do often on sunflowers. It's to deadhead, especially these, what some call bachelor buttons. If you will deadhead them, the ones that are already spent, just come out every day and deadhead them, and you will have more and more buds. These little buds, but you do have to deadhead them. And the same way with these Shasta daisies, or what they're called. You really need to trim them, the old flower off, to get more flowers. So, and also your geraniums, pop the old, just pop off any dead that you see, and you'll get more flowers. It's hard, I know, but that's just how it works in nature, is to deadhead your flowers to make more flowers. That one's almost ready, but I'll leave it up there. It's got still some blooms to it, and especially your rose bushes, they need to be deadheaded, and it makes just more blossoms. You can see where I've snapped off the heads. Do it with your hand. Just snap them off. See all those snapped off? And it just creates more buds for your roses. And you have beautiful rose bushes. And the sunflowers, they are getting ready to open. It is like one of my favorite flowers. I love them. And whichever way the sun is going is where the flower will be facing. I dug up potatoes yesterday, one row, and I got at least I'd say a 10-pound bag of potatoes. And nasturtiums, something that you can actually eat. This flower, nasturtiums, I think this is what you call it. You call these flowers. But you can actually put these in a salad. They taste a little like pepper. Has a little pepper taste. That's the baby cabbage right there. The cabbages are really getting ahead on them. And so these nets, I have to say, really work. However, I noticed the birds. I'm thinking the birds are pecking little holes. That's all I can, because they're coming through. And just something to fight pests with. Since it's going to be 90 degrees today, it's nice to have this net up. And the lettuce is soon to be going to seed, so we need to get that. And I have some little beans coming on, little shoots. I did not have much spinach, but I have lots of seed, so I'm hoping to harvest the seed and just make a bed. And then my purple Cherokee tomatoes, they're starting. I don't know if you can see them, but there's one right there starting, 2 of them. There's 4 on that. So they're moving along pretty fast. I got to get out here and weed. You see the weeds are trying to creep in the fence. And here's my first squash. And this was, See the little squash down there? This was a squash that volunteered and come up. I did not plant this. This is where some squash were last year. And it probably just fell off. And I just let it grow. And then the strawberries these are forever bearing. And they're blooming again. So they'll bloom strawberries, and then they will, after the strawberries, you pull the strawberries off, and then they'll rebloom again. In a month or so you'll get some more. I have lots of cherry tomatoes. I've already pulled some. I'm gonna have to start giving them away because they're coming so fast. The vines are full and I want them to keep bearing. This is the problem I'm running into. The vines are just really growing. I may just top them. And then the onions, when they start to fall, they're about done. So I don't know if you can see the onions. I got plenty of onions. And hopefully I'll get some onion seed out of these. Then these tomatoes are growing pretty fast. I watered them last night. So there's some seed right here to these onions. I'm just letting some of them turn to seed. And so the blackberries are starting to turn. I have plenty of onions. These cabbage are a little slow, I'm not sure. It looks like something has got in there. So I'm gonna have to spray them with BT again. I don't know if that's the old or new bite they're receiving. It looks like there is something growing in amongst those. Then my bell peppers. They seem to be a little bit slow, I think, from the cold. But I'm just leaving them up there and just see if they'll get big for me. And then my seed over here, they're turning just as soon as they die. I have some radish seed. I just let these radish grow and turn to seed. Seed is getting so expensive. It's beneficial to save your seed. And then this celery, I don't know how big it's gonna get, but nice little celery stalk right there. Homegrown celery is like nothing in the store. It's mild. It's delicious. So much better. These were the red potatoes I dug up with the fork. And I got about 10 pounds. And then there's purple potatoes and I think white potatoes. It's 3 more rows of potatoes to get up. I'm trying not to get them up before, let them get big before it's time. I see some of them dying. When the vines die, they're pretty much done. Everybody have a good day. Share my video. Like the video. And I'll continue to make some more. Have a good Saturday.